I lost a lot of sales because I did not know how to close sales. But then I read books, I asked questions, I applied, I failed severally.
Failed.
Most times I look at it, I'm like, I look at it.
It's a normal thing.
After the whole thing, I look at it, I'm like, damn, what did I just do? I should have done this.
Yeah.
So I failed, but then after my failures, I actually solved. I felt very terrible, but then I did not remain in that state for long. I just looked at it. How could I have done better?
Hey guys, in today's episode, I have with me two amazing guests, and on my right is a thrift store owner who is actually doing well for herself, and she's both a student and an entrepreneur. Her name is Ndidi. And on my left is a super business coach, right? Her name is Joy Etim. She is also a student and an entrepreneur. So it's good to have with me two student entrepreneurs, and we're happy to have you guys here. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So in today's episode, we'll be diving straight into how they ventured into entrepreneurship. We'll start with you, Joy. How did you start off this entrepreneurship journey?
Okay, I have a very funny startup story.
Okay.
This happened like over 7 years ago.
Okay.
I never really found interest in business then, but at the time I was preparing to start school, my dad had a certain amount of money saved in my account for me to go to school with.
Oh wow.
And then I fell into the hands of fraudster. I was scammed. My account was wiped out.
Jesus Christ.
And
really terrible.
and my dad, like, I was like, it was as if everything has gone for me.
Wow.
So my dad took me to the bank and we were doing, like, he was trying to do everything to recover the money, but there was no way. I saw him almost crying in the bank.
Jesus.
I'm like, man, this is so embarrassing. Like when I go home, it was not comfortable at all. It was really sad because that was his entire savings for me to go to school to start my university.
Wow. So bad.
So I said to myself, I took a decision one day that I'm never going to put myself and my family in this condition again.
Yeah.
And then I started doing something. First of all, I got a job.
Okay.
I was working for a minimum salary, and then I had a very life-changing experience. I wanted to be more than what I was.
Wow.
I had that hunger to learn for knowledge. So my first month salary, I used up all to buy books.
Wow.
Then I was earning 5,000 naira a month. I used all my salary to buy books. I was reading, I was learning, and that was how my interest became broader. That was when I had more hunger to know, like that curiosity what made this man successful. I was reading from great minds. I started reading Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was reading so many persons, and I like, man, there is more to this thing than. So that was, I started work from jobs to jobs, and then started with little businesses, and let me just end the story there.
And here we are now.
And here we are. Like the story is long, but let me just end it. Maybe the course of this podcast, if you follow us, you will get to know more.
Yeah.
All right.
Very, very important. So let's get to Ndidi. Ndidi, what's up?
I'm all right.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, fine.
You actually look very good. So
thank you.
Tell us your own story. How did you start? How did you venture into entrepreneurship? Did you accidentally bump into it, or you already had it from childbirth? What's up?
Nope. I am this person who was raised with the mindset that administrative duties are all right.
Okay.
Now, administrative duties are not bad at all, and that was the life I had for myself. But then around my first year in the university, I had a lot of financial issues. It was getting difficult, and just like there's really no way out. So I had to start something. I actually collabed with somebody.
Okay.
Started up a little business. I think I started with 2,000 naira.
Really?
That was all I had at that point.
Really?
So I'm like, okay, I could multiply this, and then it will keep growing and at least help me solve some of my issues. I did not have it in mind to make it something like a kind of hustle or a part of me. I'm like, okay, let me just use it as an escape for my problems. So when I started, that was what I had in mind, and then the money got replicated, and then over and over again it happened. And I feel, okay, if I can actually replicate this money with barely no knowledge, how about learning more and then putting my mind into it to actually become good at it and then make bigger progress? So that's basically it. Starting from little, becoming interested, and then making
I'm
it
making it.
part
Wow,
of me.
wow, well, that's actually very good. There was a time where we had a lot of family issues, and we were like, my parents, my father and my mom were all in the sitting room, and my father was like, "There's no way out. There's no money." It was so bad that I think it was it house rent? Yeah, something like that. So I was like, at the age of 15, that was when I was running up secondary school. So I was now like, how do I help my parents? Because I'm the only child, right? So I was like, how do I do this? So from there, I now said, okay, if my parents are actually doing this and they are doing this, then I can actually find something I can do to help them. And that was when this entrepreneurship spirit entered me. And from 15, I actually started taking care of myself. From the age of 15, I started buying clothes for myself, taking care of myself, like from the age of 15. So that was how we actually started. So this story is actually very, very interesting.
Similar, and
Right?
I think we all have
We share the
similar.
same
Yes,
too, yeah.
if there was a need that drove us to.
Exactly. So Joy, you said you started immediately. You got your first salary. So you bought books, right? So how did you start applying the knowledge from those books? How did you actually improve from those books?
Like along the line, I've learned that it's not enough being motivated, listening to motivational speakers, your preachers, whoever mentor teaches, whatever they are teaching you, and the books you read. It's not enough to just consume those information or those knowledge. The main thing is the discipline to act on the things you've learned.
Okay.
Discipline to act on the the information you have. And you realize that the people that are ruling the world are those people that are very quick on acting on the ideas. So you may feel like, oh, this is what I plan to do, but another person like you, I had thought of doing this, I had planned, this was my idea, but see someone is making $1,000,000 on an idea, that you kept procrastinating on.
Exactly.
So I was so disciplined enough with all the problems I had in my life. I really wanted to succeed. I really wanted to make it. So I was so disciplined enough to set my goals and put a time bound, but a time
Okay.
bound to my yes, and say that from this day to this day, this is what I want to achieve. So it was the discipline to take actions that made me vigorously apply the knowledge, the knowledge I got from the
book.
resources.
Wow,
Yes,
wow,
yes.
that's actually very, very great. Ndidi, after you increased your money from 2,000 naira to the several amount of money, because I don't know how much it was. Can you quantify the first profit you got?
Okay, I started with 2,000. I made
Okay.
extra profit of about 8,000 naira.
Wow.
So plus or minus 10,000 naira in all.
Okay, so how did you feel after you got that 8,000 naira profit?
Okay, that was actually the first time I was making money for myself. So it felt really good. And then since I could not solve certain problems initially, the money actually helped me. So I'm like, life is all about problems. Why just solve one? Why not continue progressively so you can constantly solve the problems you have?
Yeah, okay, that's actually very good. Because, and another thing, there's something I picked from what Joy said. She said it's not enough to get books and read them. Another thing is to discipline yourself, right? And we know some things about business owners. Several business owners who have this issue of when they make a profit, right, from a business, they are like, oh, let me go and do the remaining with this. So how did you discipline yourself to, after getting that 8,000 naira, to still continue this entrepreneurship journey, or did you waste the 8,000 naira?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Okay, so how did you build the discipline? Were you like, I'll get this 8,000 and eat it up, then start again from square one, or did you keep out a little portion of it?
Okay, since the problems were gradually increasing and then the 8K will not constantly solve my problems, what I did was take a bit of it, add to the little I had, and then use the other part. I think I used about 7,000 when I wanted to go the second time, and I kept replicating. So at some point it crashed completely. Crashed completely.
Really?
And that was because I was moving without knowledge. I was just moving spontaneously. I knew nothing about sales, knew nothing about marketing. But as time progressed, I got to read books as well. They help increase your knowledge. And then I had this friend who's really good at sales and marketing. So most of our conversations revolved around that. We always spoke about it. And then he made it so practical. And with that, I was looking at, okay, I could not just continue reading this. How about I apply it into my own business? Look for loopholes. What am I not doing? And how can I apply the knowledge I've read in books and the information gotten from my friend? And so far, it's been good.
It's actually been good. That's a very good one, because I noticed the same thing also happened. Like the first book that also propelled me when I started my own entrepreneurship journey was that Rich Dad Poor Dad You Read. I saw myself in it. I was like, I can actually break the matrix. Like I want to go above and beyond.
You know, Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about mindset.
Yeah.
So poverty is a mindset.
Yes.
Then riches, wealth is also a mindset.
Yeah.
So for you to, if you can actually shift your mind from that state of poverty to that state of that is what will propel you to take actions. Yeah, that's what will propel you to take action. That's what will propel you to, okay, I'm going for this, I'm doing that, taking risk and all of that. I have taken a lot of risk in my life because I never believed, though my, like, the situation was very bad for me then, my family and all of that. I took my mind out of this low mentality. Oh,
You were not settling for average.
Yes. Imagine a driver told me that not everybody is born to be rich. I told him, yeah, I'm excluded. I'm not part of. So once you shift your mind out of I am not going to lack, I'm going to be this, I'm going to, once your mindset gravitates to that level that, oh, this is who I want to be, I think it changes everything about you.
You're going to constantly be on track to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, I think that that's also very, very important. You know, mindsets, like the first day when I got, now I'm actually a digital marketer, right? I do affiliate marketing and several social media marketing. And when I got into affiliate marketing, the first thing in that course was mindset. He said, if you don't improve your mindset, even if they show you 7 steps to success,
you're not going to take any.
because you'll be like, this thing, so I'm not sure it's going to work out.
Most times you don't even see them as feasible.
Yes.
How
Yes.
is it going to work?
Just like I make a lot of YouTube videos about how you can use 10,000 naira to get 1 million naira, right? These are things I've done personally. I've also done with myself, but there are people who don't think it can never. There's people that
like everything
they don't believe any of those things, right? So it's actually very, very important. That's the reason why books like that are actually very recommended if you're starting out as an entrepreneur. Read the first book. That's the first book I tell all my students. Reach that order is very, very important. It helps you work on your mindset and show you people who have done it too, so that you see, okay, because one thing with success is that it rubs off on people. So if I find out that you're my friend and you're successful,
You're attracted.
I'm attracted to you.
Exactly.
I'm attracted to it.
Attracts success.
Yeah, I'm attracted to it. So that's very, very important, right? All right. So we'll now go to the next question. Now, throughout your entrepreneurship journey, what is that one challenge you've had that you have been struggling with, but you eventually got success in it? Is it because a lot of people have issues with capital, a lot of people have issues with discipline? What is that one thing you've had challenges with, and how did you surmount all of those challenges?
Okay, so one of the major challenges I had was applying knowledge.
Okay.
It's one thing to know, and then it's another thing to apply.
Yeah.
So it's like all these ideas in my head, and I cannot find the perfect moment to actually apply them. But then it struck me that there's no
moment.
Yeah, there's no perfect moment.
Yes.
You just carefully look at it and then you hit it. Then in the course of my business, another one was customer relationship and visibility.
Okay.
Now I'm a kind of short-tempered person. I don't like you wasting my time. Let's just go straight to the point and all. But then I realized that customers are humans as well, and then I would not like to be treated that way by somebody who I'm going to get stuff from. So why not just curb all of that? And then visibility as well. It's going to be very terrible if you have the best product and then there's nobody to see them. It's as good as you having nothing. So visibility was one of the problems, and I've optimized WhatsApp so well. I know how it works, and I've said, okay, my traffic has moved from 5% to like 50% right now. So it's been a remarkable increase. And then something else, sales closing, which I will call customer relationship. I lost a lot of sales because I did not know how to close sales. But then I read books, I asked questions, I applied, I failed severally. Most times I look at it,
The normal thing.
after the whole thing, I look at it, I'm like, damn, what I just do? I should have done this. So I failed, but then after my failures, I actually solved. I felt very terrible, but then I did not remain in that state for long. I just looked at it. How could I have done better? And then the circumstances might not exactly have been as they were in the first instance, but then it's going to be something similar. So I just use the previous experience and then go over with the next one.
That's actually a very great one. So how about you, Joy? What are some of the challenges you had in your business, or you still have now, that you have surmounted, or you're still surmounting now? What is it?
I think one of the major challenges I had in running a business from start was I was too attached to the problems of the people around me. You know, as an entrepreneur starting a business, okay, you want to be comfortable, you want to make your people comfortable. But then if you're running a business and at the same time you are looking at your family problems, you're looking at those things, you're not going to go far. So
Yeah.
along the line, I've had so many businesses crashed because of that. I'm a very caring, very concerned person. Like I'm really emotional. But then over the years, I've learned to draw a line between family, friends, and business.
And business, yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
I know when to attend to problems that are concerning the family. I know when to attend to problems that are concerning my business. So I've my mind has been strengthened, and from relating with people that are far ahead of me. I think my network has really helped me. I've met people that they have scaled the heights of business. I talk to them like, how did you do this? How did you do that? And their advices, I applied them to my life. I'm like, okay, I should focus on growing my business, scaling my business, and it is the extra money you use to solve your family problem,
Yeah.
not your business
Okay,
problem.
so let's stay on that. That's actually another very important point because, especially African entrepreneurs, one issue we have is that when we're starting out, we have a goal to improve our family, to get our parents cars, houses, make so much money for ourselves, right? And eventually, you're doing business and you're too emotional,
Consumed with family
you're
problems.
too emotional. So if you eventually make your first 1 million naira, you'll be like, I'll give 100,000 to my parents. Whereas, just like Dangote said, there was a particular interview I was watching Dangote. He said something that touched me. He said, if you're starting out as a businessman, right, what you should do is immediately you get your first breakthrough, don't eat out of that money, reinvest it.
Yeah.
Because it brings more, like more returns, right? Reinvest in your business. And we have these issues as African entrepreneurs. So now, Joy, my question to you is, having had that experience, right?
Yeah.
And then you were able to escape.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're able to escape out of it. Now, what do you advise people who are having the same challenges to do? Do you suggest they should not give at all, or how do what should they do? Should they not give to their parents at all? Like, they're having anybody who is looking up to them, should they not give and put all their money into their business? Or is there any percentage you can suggest for the audience?
I'm going to use this very simple illustration. When you're trying to climb a height ladder,
Okay.
the only way you can go faster is when you drop off some loads.
Yeah.
You cannot scale high when you are carrying so many loads on your. I'm not saying don't be concerned about family and friends and all of that. It's very important, but let them know that mom, dad, brothers, sisters, I'm trying to grow, and if all these weight are on you, you will not grow as far as you want to, or as fast as you want to. So you have to apply knowledge and know the things that are waste of time, that are wasting your time or wasting your resources, and invest more in things that are going to grow. Give your family time. Like, sorry, I have to bring this up. There was time one of my friend came to me, and I hope she doesn't see this. She came to me and like she casually asked me for money. I was like, oh, okay, just give me 6 months. I will attend to that. And this month was made it 6 months. She came back to remind me.
Wow.
She came back to remind me. See, madam, madam, see, 6 months is gone. How far my money?
Wow.
So sometimes you can actually tell your parents that, okay, give me this time, knowing that from this time to this time, your business has experienced a level of height. Yes. So don't try to carry family load, everything on your shoulder on your way up. If you crash, you're going to still remain in the same level with them. So one person needs to decide, okay, I must come out of this thing.
Yes.
Once you go out and you are out of the tunnel, you can actually send them a rope to pull them up. Yeah. So if you want to stay, family, they will pull you down. All of you remain in the hole. So come out of it. And be apply knowledge. That's all I could say.
And again, imagine climbing up and giving and holding somebody who is also climbing up. It will be very, very difficult, right? At some point, you even become tired. And you may even fall from the ladder. So it's very, very important that if you're climbing a tunnel, your goal should be out of the tunnel. Once you go out, you now get a rope. Not in the tunnel trying to help. No, it's a problem. It's a problem. So we talked about that. That's actually very, very great. So did you, how were you able to scale your business?
Okay, one very important thing I learned was that it's okay to fail.
Okay.
It's very okay to fail.
Okay.
And then if you come to entrepreneurship with this mindset that it's going to be all right, all perfect, you're going to make a mess of your own. You're going to make a mess
Can
of
never
yourself.
be.
Because when it hits you hard, you're going to be totally helpless. So I was told that okay, in this whole journey, there are going to be messes, there are going to be lapses. So now the best part of it is when you do not remain in your fallen state. It's okay to fall, you cry, you feel bad, but in the whole process, feel the pain. It actually propels you to do better. Turn that negative energy into positive fuel to make you do better. So rather than feeling all bad and all, think of the next possible solution. What did I do bad in the last time? Use it to go up. So still on the issue of failure, most entrepreneurs have this, they have high expectations. I'm not saying it's okay to be mediocre or to have little expectations. It's okay to have goals, but then let your goals be feasible. Let it be that okay, you're going to be able to achieve this at this particular time. It's okay to dream big, but limit your expectations. Not like limit as per cut your mind to the things you can achieve, but go one step at a time. So when you're trying to carry everything along, it's like you carrying a bulk of stuff. All of them drop on the floor, you make a mess. So rather than just try to carry everything at once, try to solve all your problems at once, pick one major challenge you're experiencing. Think of how you can do better. When you've overcome that, you look at the next challenge and then see how you can move progressively. And then something else for everybody who is having problems, give yourself a time frame. Look for a solution that is best for you, and then give yourself a time. Okay, I want to use this time to learn, to improve, to apply, to be a better person at this, and then work on that. Procrastination is terrible, and I feel it's something every entrepreneur can relate to. But sometimes you just have to kick yourself in the butt, and you're like, I need to get this running. So
that's actually another very good point, because there's something that I actually learned from, is it what is his name, Alibaba, the founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma. He said something. He said, if you want to achieve something today, right, you should start planning 5 years before. And if you're planning 5 years before, let's say my goal is to make 10 million naira in 2023 from my business, pure profit, right? You should start by saying, okay, 5 years before, this is how I'm going to do it. Because you may not get 10 million naira in 2023. Maybe like, okay, 500,000 this year, 500,000 next year. So while you're doing all of this, it helps you build knowledge, gain your ground, find out issues you have, loss, fail, right?
That's basically compound effort.
Yes. Fail, compound then see effort. How you can actually improve. Very, very important. So don't bite yourself or beat yourself up if eventually your goal is not achieved. But just find out if you learned something throughout the period, right? Very, very important. So anything you want to say, Joy?
Yeah, another thing about failure, especially from my experience, I failed in over 7 businesses.
Wow.
Is sometimes you have to realize when something is not supposed to work and leave it.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are so many people that are selling items or doing a business that does not even have any potential to scale, and they keep on working on something that is already dead.
Probably because their hopes are high.
Yes, I feel that if you don't know the root of your problem, there is no way you can solve it
at all.
So each time you fell in a particular part of your business, however, the first thing you need to do is to calm down and reassess what was the cause of this failure. Is it low sales? Are these my products in high demand?
Yes.
And you
very important.
If you don't study market trends,
very important.
If you don't study market trends, what do my customers need?
Hold on, before you continue watching this video, listen. If you desire to start a business, preferably an online business, that wouldn't require your time but will give you maximum returns in dollars and your local currency, then you have to listen to this. There are several online businesses that actually pay you, like dropshipping, e-commerce, Amazon FBA, etc. The one thing about all of these online businesses is that they require so much time and effort. But there's this particular online business I've discovered that have helped me and my students to be able to make money from the comfort of our home. And so my students are 9-to-5 workers workers. So some of them are stay-at-home moms, some of them are employees, some of them are students and graduates, and they're able to do this business and have been making multiple figures for themselves, and they earn their money in dollars, and the money is converted to any African currency available, right? So you want to learn about this online business. I've recorded a free training for you that will teach you everything you need to know about this online business and how you can start it up for yourself. And this business just requires your smartphone, a little capital, and 2 hours daily. If you can commit to this, then you can find the link to this training below. Click on it and it will take you to a page where you can request for the free training. It will be sent directly to your inbox. You can now go back to the video.
You have to understand, first of all, what was the reason why I failed.
Yeah.
I knew that, okay, from this time to this time, this business will no longer be scalable. Let me leave it and look for another idea. It's for my reassessment. So anytime you experience failure in business, come to yourself. Look at what are the things I did right? What are the things
I did not do right?
How can I put them together to go a step further?
Yeah. So now you said something another point, and we'll talk about we'll stay on this point now. You talked about studying market trends. So I think I remember in 2020 during the COVID-19. Then everybody, that was a lockdown period, everybody was indoors, right? And as a business person, almost every business person felt the heat because you could not go outside and people were not going to come to buy what you were selling, right? So what I did was during that period, I found out what was trending most. That was nose masks.
Let me. Do you know I have a big plan for myself, but the way I do business like a shower.
Yes.
Like, whatever gives me money, you go. Whatever gives me that money, whatever I fix that big money, I go for it.
Yes.
So I have a big plan. Like if you check most of most successful people you see in the world today, they go from little before they're saving burgers from here. Before they are CEOs of companies, Facebook, Tesla, and all of that. So this is what I do because the most important thing for my plans, for my big dreams, is money.
So
the goal is I do everything I can do to get me that money. If selling eggs will give me the money I want, I sell egg. If selling nose mask, like you say, will give me that moment. At that time, I do it. Does not mean I'm losing focus. I have my books where I write down my plans for each year. I have my book where I write down plans for like things I want to achieve in 5 years, 10 years. Like I have a big goal, But if it is money I want, I do the things that I can do. Another thing is finding the needs in the market. Sensitivity to market needs is very, very important. If at this period or in my environment or in my area, in my school, this is what people need the most.
Yes. Once very valuable.
Once you find that need and you offer, so you are making money.
You're making money instantly.
I cannot sit in the house for a month and I don't have money.
It's funny.
If maybe a part of my like I have several businesses I run. If this particular business is experiencing low sale, I will try and assess what is going on, what is happening around, what is trending in the market. Like put yourself in there just to collect that money, to fund your big dream. That's for me.
Thank you.
That's for me.
How about you, Ndidi? Is there any other thing you want to chip in about this market trends, studying market trends?
Okay, the secret is this: find a pain point. When you find the pain points, you don't just let it be. It's like somebody has a wound. That's the pain point. So for them to want an immediate solution, you put your hand in the wound and make it painful. So you increase the desire of these people to get what you want. You don't give them the solution just yet. You increase their hunger. You build anticipation so that once your solution comes, it's moving really fast. Now you the hot. So that is it. Finding a pain point, pushing it.
It is very easy to make money in the market space when you understand the needs of people around.
That's when you have to be very observant.
Yes, everybody can sell a particular product to their audience, but if you cannot communicate to your audience in a way that mirrors, I buy from people that I relate with.
See, there's something I realize. If there are two marketers, let's use an example of an Igbo man and a normal seller in the market. You realize that the way an Igbo man pursues a customer, explains his product to a customer, and will make the customer buy over another person who is just there come here, come and buy from me, come and buy from me, right? Because he's making you feel the need to get what you're
Builds
selling.
that anticipation.
He makes you want to get it.
These people actually know. They actually know the details of their products,
Yes.
like at heart. They're like, madam, you do this, you dey wash, you
So
dey clean,
they are very
you
confident.
dey cure this, they explain the solution at that one encounter. They can explain every 90-something things their product.
Let me share an experience. I had this conversation with a customer.
Okay.
Apart from my trips, I run a couple of other side businesses that pay. So I had this conversation with somebody and I needed to offer a service. When I told her the price, she's like, how much is that? What are you doing? So what I simply did was highlight what is going to cover. This your money is covering this, is covering this, is covering this. So you're really not doing anything. I'm taking all the stress for you. I was like, you try your make I add something, give you. Yes.
When you explain value, people that buy, that they want to know. Oh, they want to know what am I spending my money on?
Yeah.
So that is the value.
And they don't want to feel cheated.
You don't go just they sell thing for market. They expect say, everybody go understand my product.
No.
Explain.
You have to explain.
The
They have
value
to know
of
what
the
they are
offer
getting.
is.
And that's the reason you notice that sometimes. Okay, look at what is happening. Have you ever gone to buy stuff on Jumia or AliExpress? What do you notice? If you go, maybe you want to do market survey, right? So you went and check a headset or a dress or whatever you wanted to buy, and you leave there, and you put your email address on that stuff. You know what will happen?
You start seeing it on other social media sites.
They will start sending you that stuff you selected.
Yeah,
they will start sending different versions of it and telling you, giving you different prices, selection, giving you like reasons to get that stuff.
Even in social media, when you are concentrated on a particular subject,
it pops up on your
Instagram, your TikTok. There was a time I like business and business related stuff. There was a time I dived my interest to cars, Mercedes specifically. Before you know, all my my social media, my Instagram, my TikTok, I was.
That's how the algorithm works. It constantly puts
I
it
only
in your
wanted
face.
to see cars for today. I don't want to see cars anymore. I had to go up immediately. I start searching for and bring myself back. So that is it. You have to constantly throw your show people your product. You have to constantly bring yourself out. You don't feel like after people know that I do this. You have to advertise, market yourself, put yourself out there as much as.
What they used to say, carry the market on your head without shame.
On your head.
Carry your market on your head.
See, there's something. The last podcast we have was about WhatsApp marketing mistakes WhatsApp vendors do. Right? We realized that from the discussion we had, right, a lot of vendors do mistakes on WhatsApp. So because you sell bags, right, doesn't mean that at some point you should be posting your stuff only bags, right? That sometimes your goal is to attract people, right? So whatever attracts them, you get them.
People that post just their products every time. See, I can view your status and I'll get tired and I'm like, man, see, I know sucks. I'm very much available on WhatsApp. So I used to go through people's business page. I know when this person is doing well in their business by the way they post about their business. Some of you just post like you wake up in the morning, you don't send 50.
Now where's it? Then they call them where's it status?
Then you laugh about it. I don't my status be like where's it? Please. If I view your first story, I should be interested to view the next second one. Before I get to view the fifth one, I should already be talking price with you. So how do you put your product out there? How do you advertise? How do you sell? How do you sell to your client?
Yeah.
I think it's better instead of just posting those bags, if you could have them physically, you do a video with them, talk to people about how to match bags with clothes. See, people are not interested to how the picture they look. That's why if you look at, I think Louis Vuitton, that luxury on their Instagram. If you look at how they post their products now, they don't just post pictures. If you see how dramatic their models are with
their adverts are really nice.
There's a recent post they made. A mother and a child, and that the mom was trying to, I think, take care of the child. But then she was hanging that bag. And then she was hanging that bag. So you look at the picture, you are so captivated by the posture of that mom and that son. But then you see this bag, like, man, this, like, your eyes is already so you market as if you're not marketing. You are selling to people, but you're selling
without selling.
You're selling without selling.
Exactly.
So this is what I'm telling you. You need to find a way to make your status, make your post or your marketplace very interesting. That once someone views your first, second, third story, already asking you how much, how much, how much,
Exactly.
how do I do this? If you look at some people contents on TikTok, once you enter their comment section, when can I start? How can I start? Those are the things. Those are the things you should look at driving when you post. Those are the things you should look at getting once you put yourself out there. Yes. So if you don't get to that point, you have so much work to do on yourself.
Very, very important. Very, very important. I want to say something too.
Yeah, so regarding content, it's not all about putting your product out there. People are going to get tired. What you should basically do is focus on your content being educating, being engaging, and then entertaining. So this is where you add humor. If you're all serious, I would run from you. I would use my hands to mute your status because I'm tired of you giving me all of that.
What are you saying?
So on some days where you post about your products, on some other days you post about memes. I think everyone should have a content calendar they follow.
Very, very important.
Yes.
Very,
So
very important.
you post memes, things that would drag people to your DM.
Memes related to your
And then
So
if you're a business owner and then you constantly put your stuff out there, I'll give you a challenge. Post your first product on WhatsApp, see the views you have. Post 5 others. The difference is going to be massive.
And thank you.
The difference is going to be massive. So if you're actually putting captivating stuff, this could be like asking questions about your niche. I sell female clothes, and then I noticed that a lot of people or a lot of females do not actually know their size. There's a standard size chart. Most people do not have that. So most times they see clothes and you're like, okay, I just feel it's going to size me because it looks like this in the picture. They buy it and then it's a mess. So what did I do? I created content and written content on my status, how to know your size. This covered everything from the body dimensions. And then most people were like, oh, thank you. I did not know my size. I had a friend who even said, oh, Ndidi, thank you. And then some other person was like, I don't have a tape. I said, okay, send me your picture. And I was able to close a lot of sales from those people that came to my DM to thank me. So it's all about making your content attractive, making it catchy so that these people not just buy once but they buy repeatedly.
And you notice that the people you buy from, you that's even watching, and we ourselves, the people we buy from are not the people who constantly show us, okay, I have bags today, I have shoes. No, the people that we find very interesting.
Yes.
Exactly.
The people we find very, very interesting.
There's this top shawarma vendor in Calabar.
Okay.
Food Villa, that's his brand.
Okay.
He's on my WhatsApp list and then he's known for memes. So what he does is post his flyers in the morning. I literally use my phone every day to search for his status. That's because I know what he gives. So not like he posts memes all day, but then these are relatable stuff. We know Nigerians how we turn everything into something funny. So I go there. So he posts his business adverts, memes in between, and then his business advert probably later in the day. So you're seeing his first advert, you're seeing a meme, and then the meme is making you to move to the next one, and then and he closes sales like mad.
And like something we even discussed in the previous episode is that the more, because of what he does, right, it makes you always want to go back there.
Yes, so you're always looking.
You know that what you have a central idea that Food Villa sells shawarma, right? But because of the posts, right, you are like, oh, this guy is actually very, very engaging and interesting. And anytime you want shawarma, your head clicks to Food Villa, right? So that's also one thing. Make your post educating, entertaining, and engaging. Let's not be. And again, that's what I wanted to. If I forget, let's stay on this now about studying WhatsApp analytics. Most people don't do it because there's nothing like a WhatsApp analytics at the moment. It's Facebook and several other platforms. Now, this is how you know if you're actually doing well as a business person. Your status views are very, very important. So let's say you have 100 contacts and only 10 people are viewing your status or 20 people are viewing your status.
Very low.
I will not say that's bad, right? But it means you have to engage more with them, because only people will. I noticed what WhatsApp does now. Even if you have 5,000 contacts, if you don't engage with them, you will not be seeing their status, and they will not be seeing your own status.
And another mistake we make is that as a business person, why you dey off your data? Why you dey off your data?
Yes,
do you know one thing that I find very interesting is that when I message anybody for anything, and immediately they read and reply. The way you text your ex is not the way you should text. You should reply to your
Like,
customer.
very fast, that
You
time.
should reply. Doesn't mean you're desperate. It means you are constantly
available.
active. When you are always available online, people know that when I call you at this time, when I text you at this
Yeah,
time,
I'm going to get
response from you. I will prefer to buy from you than to go and buy from someone that will keep me waiting for 100 days before. So be very present online.
All right.
So this same issue of availability, it was a major challenge for me. I had a very messed up phone some months ago, and although I wanted my business to grow and I was actually making efforts, that was always the challenge. So whenever I come with posts like that, my phone hangs.
Wow.
It hangs,
A
and
lot
then
of messages are dropping,
it gets so frustrating that I cry. Like any day I want to post, I prepare my bucket of tears. I post
Your phone
So whenever I want to post, I did not show it out there, but only those people who were close to me, like Chidi. So I prepare my bucket of tears. Most times I post, and then my phone hangs, and I'm done for the day. I go crying, and then probably I just fall asleep. Then I come the following day and I see messages. I'm like, my phone had died. Network issues.
You have to constantly.
So that was it. And then I lost sales because these people want you to be readily available. So when I got a different device, it was different. I can post 20 outfits and sell off 15.
Can you imagine?
And then there are specific outfits where you have 3 or 4 people on it. So you give it to the highest bidder. You give it to the highest bidder. So that is basically it. You have to be constantly available.
Availability is very, very important. So back to what we were discussing about the contact. So you have to be, make sure you discuss with. If you are selling stuff, make sure no contact on your list is either, except your father, your mother, your brothers, or your sisters.
Don't
greet, even if it's broadcast message. Good morning. Make sure they are seeing your status. Right. That's one.
Something about broadcast messages I would like to give to business owners rather than send constant. I have a lot of people who send me broadcast messages, and it's most time it's terrible.
There's wisdom in that, so we'll talk about that now.
It's usually terrible. Most of these WhatsApp messages are not personalized. You just hey, good morning, fam. This is somebody you've never had a conversation with. Help me repost my flyer. Like, who does that?
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Help me, please help me repost my flyer. Please engage my content.
It's a huge turn off.
Don't do it.
I will block you.
Don't try. Don't try.
So the thing is that if you want someone to do something for you without asking them, do something for them without them asking you.
That's a good point.
There are business owners that have cult followers that if any of their product is out, you see massive reposts. If they put their flyer out there, even without asking it, everybody they are carrying it can only happen when you are a person of value.
Yes.
There are people that I wake up in the morning, I look for their status. Someone like you. I wake up in the morning and I search their name, like, let me see what this guy posted today. Let me see what this lady posted today. If you're not giving out value as a business owner, people are not going to look for you. Make your customer family. Make them like close, close to you. So don't enter my DM and send me broadcast. I don't even do that. No, I don't do that.
When I get those messages, I say please move from your broadcast list.
Honestly,
immediately.
See, I have this very stupid pride as a business person.
You're crazy.
Yeah, very crazy. I don't like when I'm vulnerable online.
Yeah.
I don't like it when I'm like begging people, please can you help me repost my please help me buy, please patronize me before I die, patronize me before all those. You are reducing your value. You're becoming vulnerable. In fact, now your customers, they control you, which is very, very, very
It's actually supposed to be the other way around.
Yes, so you have to be very sensitive to how you act out there, and what we are driving at is once you deliver value, people are always attracted. They always want to relate with you.
So still on the issue of broadcast messages, I want every entrepreneur to stop doing that. It's a huge turn off. So what you simply do is something I do. I will not tell you something I haven't done. This is something that's replicated results for me. During the whole issue of Mark Zuckerberg reducing views to the people that are online, what I did was simply create a group and then move my target audience there. Now, not like I went there saying, please join my group. What I simply did was I created a broadcast list,
Okay,
but I did not send a broadcast message. So what I went to each of these people's DMs individually. There's nothing as sweet as being welcoming.
Yes, yeah.
Let them feel that you're close
You're
to
talking
them.
to them,
So
yeah.
what I did was I sent a message with their name.
To a selective set of people.
Yeah, these are
With their name, personalize it.
I created a broadcast list of people I want, people I have, people I know would patronize me,
Yeah.
mostly females. So I sent personalized messages, and then not like I sent the same message to everybody. This person is my classmate. This person is some random
You know how
person,
to
and then
relate,
you know how you tweak those messages.
You know something? There was something I never understood until lately in email marketing. Realize that when you put your email address in some people's page, before you know, you start receiving a message with your name,
your name.
Hey,
Hi,
Dara,
this.
hey,
Yes,
Joy.
yes.
And the way they like, I was like, man, I felt like I was so interested to open that. Once I saw my name, I was so interested to read that message, and
that's the same effect it gives. So always try to send personalized messages. Don't just feel there's this particular vendor, I don't want to call them out. They'll send you five broadcast messages.
That is if you really want to sell. If you know you want to close sell, if you know what you want to make money, you need to take out time and do this. Don't say, I don't have time to message 1,000 people like that. If you really want to sell, that you have 1,000 lists and you send them broadcast messages, then you find out that even 5 people have not bought from you. But if you have 1,000 people and you can send a message with a valuable content to 5 or to 10, and out of those 1,000, and you took your time to send a valuable content message to all of them, and then 50 buys from you because of the content of the message, that
then it's a win.
That's also the same thing I was even told about online marketing, right? So we are talking about WhatsApp, and not just limited to WhatsApp, every other modes of marketing online, right? So there's somebody said something to me, one of my coaches. He said something, say, look, how much do you want to make this year? I told him the amount of money. What product do you want to sell? I told him this is the product. He now said, okay, do you have an audience? I said yes. How frequent do you message these people? I'm like, okay, I do broadcast message. I just send them good morning and the rest. He said something. He said, look, if you want to sell like an Igbo man. An Igbo man has several ways for every customer. He'll come if you are fair. My color, my angel. He comes. You are dark, chocolate baby. We look alike, right? Every of those things to make the customers very. So now, just like she said, if you have 100 contacts, like Gary Vee used to say, he said he used to. If you notice, he has millions of views, right? And each of videos to have at least 1,000 comments. He said he used to reply every comment. If as a billionaire he's doing that, how much more you? What are you doing with your time?
What are you doing?
What are you selling? Let's say you're selling bags online. Each of them is maybe 10K, right? And you have up to 50 contacts. Well, how hard is it to message 50 people and say, hey guys, not guys, hey Faith, what's up? How you doing? How is your day going? You talk, and then chipping your stuff, right? And you tell her, okay, whenever you need it, I know you may not need it now. Then whenever you need it, just message me, right? You do these things and make those people feel special, right?
Something happened today. Something happened today. There's this lady on the. She's my friend. We work out together in the same gym. When she has new products, she calls me. I like the way she talks to me, engage with me, and I ended up spending money I was not supposed to spend.
You're not supposed to spend, yes. And you think she's doing something
today she viewed my status and she entered my DM. I said, I wore a hoodie on that video. She entered my DM. Yes, she entered my DM. I said, I have this product in red. Will you like it? I told her, please just leave me. You want to make me broke?
To engage your customer.
At the end of, she was so eager, like she was so interested to hold that conversation. Finally, I agreed. Okay, bring it tomorrow. Me that I never even budgeted to buy hoodie, but she said the way she was. When you treat everybody as if they are, especially people that buys from you. Sometimes you close sale with somebody and you forget about it. You go chop the money, forget them. No, you don't do that. You see, guys that buys from me, the way I relate with them as if they are family. Like I constantly check on them. There are people that buy from me weekly basis, more every day. Like that product I'm selling, they can never buy it elsewhere.
Hey guys, so we've come to the end of the first series of today's podcast, Businesses from Thriving Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in seeing the second series of this podcast, please make sure you comment below that you're interested in seeing the second series. And again, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Again, turn on the bell icon to get notified once we release more podcasts.